Finally, it works. It works. It works. I had to wait a while now for the internet to be back. Anyway, none of your business, guys. Hello, hello. Nice that you're back here at the live stream video for questions and answers which concern the course German for Pastry Chefs. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. This is the purpose of this video. It's supposed to be for you, for individual questions, for any concerns you have about course German for Pastry Chefs. If you're not sure where to find the course, you find the link under this video. Anyway, in the meantime, until I find questions or anything here, I'm happy to talk about whether or not this course is for you, the German for Pastry Chefs number 1A1. It is for you if you are a beginner, a complete beginner in the German language. If you like pastries or cooking in general, or the topic at least, if you can cope with a description about how pralines are being made. If you like easy language learning, if you like the fact that language learning can be fun and easy, then this is for you, because there are going to be quizzes and games and the video, the main video and other videos. It is not for you if you're, well, not a beginner, not interested in the topic. Obviously, all the opposites. But if you are a different person, let's say not one for this course, if you're on a higher level, I still have ideas, tips, and suggestions for you. Let's say I assume you already have either attended an A1 and A2 German class, you're a bit advanced in German, then and you want to still improve it and keep going and keep practicing, then I do advise for pleasure reading. Simple. So read stuff you like, watch series and movies in German you like, in German with the German subtitle. You do not need to understand everything. This is not the aim of the game. Absolutely not. You should just sit down, relax. The series, sit down, relax. The book, the graphic novel, by the way, which is always a good idea to study or practice both actually language. And that's it. You pick up stuff. You picked up your mother tongue this way. You might have forgotten it, huh? You had been very, very small when you picked up your mother tongue. But this is the way, this is the idea, the approach with for pleasure reading and for pleasure consuming, right? So you would not, as a little kid, I think this is clear, right? Sit down with your mom or dad, have a grammar session, and then study it. No, you would ask questions and trust if they told you, well, if you pointed at something and asked and they repeated the word, you would trust that this is what it is. And this is the idea with for pleasure reading. You pick up a word here and there. All of a sudden, you get it. When you were a small kid, you would probably have watched kids' movies, kids' stuff. You didn't understand bits and parts. Would you have taken a dictionary to look it up? No, of course not. But still, at a later stage, you would have remembered the word or the chunk of words or a sentence, you know, pieces and bits. You just pick it up. That's the main thing. If you like a love story, read a love story. If you like criminal stories, do that. If you like thrillers, I do have an idea for you. Short thrillers, mini thrillers, you can find them on my blog website. I write them. You can hear them as a podcast and read them simultaneously. The language I'm using is quite simple, I believe. Of course, sometimes I would use a different word just to make it, I don't know, more interesting to read for natives. But that doesn't mean these words are super essential. So again, don't look it up, enjoy it, read it. One sentence or another might be long, ignore them. But yeah, it's a 5 minute session, 2 minute session, sometimes a 10 minute session, very short ones. Read, listen to them simultaneously. You pick up stuff, words, and it's, if you again like thrillers, can be a pleasure. You're relaxed, and therefore you might remember words and language better. Now, this is my tip for you if the German for Pastry Chefs class is not for you. Thanks for listening. So far, there were no other specific questions. This way, I wish you a wonderful evening. See you next week with new questions, new input. Anything you want to know, please do not hesitate to ask. Have a nice